diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee. Volunteers. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On target to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the official break to let him be checked out. Off play action on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Flowers. Still looking, on the move. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Hey, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here comes the heat. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Washington wants to go quickly.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Working on the right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Starting to feel a little pressure. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Quick timeout. The defense there trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air, it's Flowers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buying some time. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's got him still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. A first down run in the red zone. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And he's still running after the move. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the defense, got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He unleashes a long one. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Wants to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Plucks it out of the air. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Flowers. Takes the grab, it's Carter. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Surging forward on the sneak. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
To throw, it's Flowers. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Got his man on the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And they decide to trot out the kicker. this one sails through just inside that left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the balls are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The play-action fake. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense. I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a third down play. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender.
He'll take the deep shot. Breaks it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Zings it complete to the right. Lowers those just dismissing tackles. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them...
Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Flowers. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really
Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got his man quickly. Touchdown Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play in this one.
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images, going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take this over the top?
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Backed up deep in their own territory on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Running into the open space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And obviously the clock's not going to run out, but man, they're cutting down the number of plays they can run by running the football. Only one timeout. They need to attack the sidelines or deep down the field and be in a hurry.
Back to pass, it's Flowers. Fires to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And just what the doctor ordered, you needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Huff. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target over the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed